Hi, and welcome to another video here from the Bad Back Gardener YouTube channel. We're going to do our June tour of the grounds and gardens here at the homestead here. We'll show you what we got growing and how we're progressing with our vegetable garden and how some of the flowers are doing around the place. And we'll get started with that. Okay, this is the patio area that I have a lot of my pots and flowers planted in. You may have seen the video that I created the patio area, and it took me quite a while to do, but I've been enjoying it here. Got some pots and stuff growing, some annuals, some other tropicals. All my tropicals are out on the porches here. At least most of them, maybe not all of them, but most of them are. Some flowers growing up here, some of the pots. Elephant ears, bird of paradise, some banana plants. It's the balloon flower over here. It hasn't quite started flowering yet. It's coming close though. Looks like it's budding out. Yeah, it's starting to bud out. Got some coreopsis over there growing. Got some sago palms up on the thing there. Some of the other plants that came out of the house that I brought out. Canna lilies and some small pots of annual flowers with some canna lilies and stuff in them somewhat too. There's a raised bed garden down there. We'll check that out here in a little bit. I got a few pots planted down below here. We're still working on this area down here, so it's kind of ugly still, so bear with me. A couple pots here as well. So I guess we'll head over to the raised bed garden. The swing area here, got some flowers and pots going on it. Not as many as I've had other years. I just didn't get the time this year, and a couple of my baskets that I had rusted out, so I couldn't use them, so I never did replace them. Got some, actually cilantro came up here, so I've been kind of harvesting cilantro, so I haven't really weeded this one particular area, using it to harvest some of my cilantro actually. Got a nice lot of flowers here coming on, and then we're going to get into the raised bed garden here. Everything's doing real good, getting pretty big. I have to tie some tomato plants up again. I see they're getting so big they're flopping over. But we'll start down here. This is the peas, snap peas. So there, we've been harvesting them real good. We eat a lot of those around here, but they're doing real good. We've been harvesting them for a while. Got some onions on the bottom there. Got a couple different stages of peas coming here. Some of them are getting so tall they're flopping over. They need tied up. And then actually this is spinach that we ate some of, but we didn't need enough of it to harvest it. Now it's going to seed. Some lettuce that's pretty much still edible, but getting to the point to where it's going to be done. There were some radishes there that have been since pulled out. We'll just go up the road here. This is some peppers. I think these are sweet peppers here, and then some hot peppers down here. We got a couple tomato plants coming up from years prior. This bed we're not using this year. About half the bed, I should say. Down in here we got a watermelon and some cantaloupe started. That was just planted recently. And then over here we got tomatoes coming on strong. Flowering good, got all kinds of green tomatoes growing in that bed there. And in this bed here, we got, if you checked out my video here, was I planted my cucumbers, planted them from a couple from the inside, and then planted some seeds. You can check out that video if you haven't seen it. And then over here, and this right here, I planted these ones quite a while ago here, pretty kind of earlier in the spring, and they've actually got some cucumbers growing. You can see the cucumber in there. We got some cucumbers coming on, so it won't be too long before they come on. And then in this bed here, some more tomatoes. Doing good. Green tomatoes in there. Getting pretty big, getting bigger. In that bed. And then had to water. We had a real dry spell here. Had to water for a while now. We've gotten some rain in a couple recent days, so it's kind of helping out. Don't have to water as much, but nice thick stems, thick tomato plants this year. I really like it. They're really strong. Haven't seen a whole lot of disease on them, which is nice to see. I'm sure I'll get some at some point, as I usually do. But some more thick tomatoes here. These tomato plants here are my ones I planted early, and I've been actually harvesting tomatoes from them. I probably got maybe 10 tomatoes so far off those 10 ripe tomatoes, and there's probably a couple more in here to pick that are ready to go. There's a couple there. And then these more tomatoes here on this bed, and then we get down to here. Got some cilantro growing, some more lettuce growing, some basil, some turnips. This is the basil here. Turnips are over there. This is the first time I've ever grown basil. So I know people use it in the spaghetti sauces and stuff, but I've never cooked with it. So we'll see. We'll give it a try here. And then we have, this is pole beans. Couldn't think of what it was. These are pole beans planted along here, growing up. And along there. Some pole beans, and we'll cut over here for a little bit. I got over here is some pumpkins growing. There's like 5 sections of pumpkins growing. That actually blew off. And then underneath these covers, you can see they're kind of spreading out. The covers are getting too small for them. They're kind of busting out of the covers, which is a good sign. I have more cantaloupe, a couple different kinds of specialty melons, more I should say. I got some cantaloupe growing, muskmelon, and I got mango melon, which I planted last year, and it was absolutely fabulous. And I tried a new kind this year called banana melon, and then I brought a cheap pack of watermelon seeds. So I do have a couple of watermelon plants growing in here too as well. So we'll continue back on this side. We have, this is turnips we've been harvesting. You can see there's turnips in there. They've been really good. This is a new kind I planted this year, and I don't remember the name of it right offhand, but they were really good this year. They are not woody at all. They're not getting hard. They just, as big as they are, and as long as they've been in, they just are as tender as all get out. And then we get some onions there. Another section of tomatoes here. Again, nice and thick stalks. Doing really good. Starting to spread out again though. I'm going to have to be tying them back, like I said. Here's sweet peppers here growing, coming on. They're doing really good. They've really, since we got that last few days of rain, they've like shot up a bit, about double their size, I think. Need that in there. Plant growing at the end. I'm terrible for pulling tomato plants when I see them coming in on other beds, because something against my belief here to pull a tomato plant, even if it's just growing where it's not supposed to be. These are my potato plants. They're getting big, growing all over the place here, spreading out. So we'll see what we get with them here in the fall. But they seem to be growing good. Hopefully they're growing a lot underneath. And then these are my hot peppers here, coming on. They've almost doubled in size here with this last little bit of rain. There are some peppers growing, as you can see. Peppers in there. Here at the end, I think this is actually a I planted potatoes in this bed last year. I must have missed a potato because I think that's a potato plant growing there. And then these two plants right here are, that's another part of the potato coming there. This plant here and this plant here are Carolina Reaper hot peppers. So somebody gave me the seeds, so I planted them. Not sure how much eating I'm going to do with them, but I just threw them in to see how they'd grow. This is another hot pepper that I've grown from one little pack of seeds I got years and years ago. I just keep saving the seeds every year, and I plant like 1 or 2 of them because you get such a plethora of peppers off of it. But throw one of those in salsa or something at some point and make it warmer. I'm more of a sweet pepper guy, but I like hot peppers too. So that's going to be it for the tour of the raised bed garden. We'll head elsewhere here. Okay, we're here at the front of the house here, and some of the flower beds here that I have in the front here. Got a lot of yuccas up here coming up. Cone flowers are all through this, along with some ornamental grasses. They're in here. Cone flowers, as you can see, are just starting to come out. And we still have some, I think this is Rosy Santra or something like that. I can't remember the exact name. Back there, Trithonia, I believe, is what these purple flowers are called. There's some variegated, different color leaves there. And there's some more back there with just regular green leaves. As you can see, all the cone flowers that are about to come out. So July should be colorful in this bed. Got a lot of cone flowers in there. We got only one yucca in this area. Looks like it's gonna, oh no, there's two yuccas in the area that are gonna flower this year. But then at the front porch here, I got my zebra mallows, which seed themselves every year. After I plant them, they just come back year after year, and they're actually really extravagantly reseed themselves. So they're beautiful flowers, but be ready to have a lot of flowers for years and years to come, because once you have them, you got them. So I've got some more zebra grasses. Some of my palms are out on the front porch over there. Actually, some mums growing that I planted late last year. They come back this year. More mums there. This is some mums, and again, some cilantro growing. It's actually flowering. And if you've ever taken the white flowers off cilantro and eat them, they taste like pepper. They taste like pepper. And you got a basket, baskets here. Basket there again. I lost a couple baskets, so I don't have as many hanging baskets this year. Got a lot of yuccas in that bed there that are flowering. That's going to be colorful here for a while, and then will look crappy with the big stem sticking out later on. But and got some more cone flowers growing back in there. That should be colorful here in a few weeks. Another basket here. Some more mums. Another basket over there with the bird bath. Another basket here. And this is the other side of the house here, looking this way. The fenced-in area for my dog. And then here we have, that is can't think of the name of that now. Teramix, it starts with a T, and it's coming out, the pink flowers. Everybody really likes that one. I always like that one when it comes out in pink. Some grass is growing here. rose bush here. It's really flowered out for a while, and then it kind of kicked back, but now it's starting to come on. There's another branch that's starting to come on there. So that one's coming on. And back over here where we started from, back to the patio area. Okay, so thanks for joining me here for this tour of the grounds here at the end of June. Things are doing pretty good. Pretty happy with the vegetable garden for the most part. And the flowers are coming up pretty nicely here. They should get colorful here in the month of July here. So thanks for watching. Catch up with me on Facebook. You can also email me at bbgardner@zoominternet.net. And as always, if your back ain't hurting, you ain't working.